tonight is your night, nominated. This has got to mean a lot, but I know that it's a little bittersweet.
Yeah, it is, man. To be honest, I was with Sharon last night. We lit a little candle. It's pretty mental. I think it's amazing to be here. My first Grammys, my mum's coming from England, which is cool. But yeah, man, it all goes to Ozzy tonight.
I love that. Another rock icon, Steven Tyler, called you a wild animal. What's the wildest thing about you?
What's the wildest thing about me? I don't think you can answer that if you're truly wild. I just do anything, you know what I mean? I think people always ask me what's the wildest thing I've ever done, and probably if you imagine it, I've done it. You know what I mean? So.
When the Ozzy Osbourne tribute unfolded at the Grammy Awards, it became immediately clear that this was not just another memorial segment. For Sharon Osbourne and Kelly Osbourne, sitting in the audience that night, it was a moment that reopened fresh grief and stunned nearly everyone watching. Cameras captured what words could not fully explain, a family still deeply broken by loss, facing the public celebration of a man who had been the center of their world. As the music began, the arena filled with a familiar heaviness, the kind that comes when an artist's influence is so vast that it feels impossible to contain within a few minutes. On stage, musicians honored Ozzy's legacy with a powerful performance that traced his impact on rock and metal. But offstage, in the audience, Sharon and Kelly's reactions quietly became the emotional core of the night. Kelly Osbourne appeared visibly overwhelmed almost immediately, streams down her face as she watched artists pay tribute to her father, a man she had spent her entire life defending, loving, and standing beside. Her reaction was raw and unfiltered, not the controlled emotion often seen at award shows, but the genuine response of a daughter still learning how to exist without her dad. She covered her face at times, trying to steady herself, while leaning toward her family for comfort. Sharon Osbourne, seated beside her, looked equally shaken. Though she tried to maintain composure, her pain was impossible to hide. Married to Ozzy for over 40 decades, Sharon was not only watching the world celebrate her husband's career, she was watching the final chapter of a shared life being honored publicly. At several moments, she appeared frozen, staring ahead as if reliving memories that stretched back to their earliest struggles, triumphs, and survival together. What struck many viewers was the contrast between the scale of Ozzy's legacy and the intimacy of the family's grief. On stage, he was remembered as the Prince of Darkness, a revolutionary force in music, a cultural icon. In the audience, he was simply dad and husband, and that difference made the moment especially hard for Sharon and Kelly to endure.
And right here, guys. Together, turn your bodies right here for me. There you go. You gotta be careful who you're hanging out with. Yeah. Young blood, give me that right here. Young blood over here. Give me a fun one, young blood right here.
Young blood over here.
We love it. Young blood, one more fun one right here, real close, big smiles, guys. Young blood here, buddy, right here. Yeah. Love it. Can we do singles on each? Singles on each. Nice.
Earlier in the evening, Kelly had spoken openly about how difficult the night would be. She admitted that her father's death was the hardest thing she had ever experienced, and that attending the Grammys was emotionally daunting. Those words took on deeper meaning as the tribute played out. Watching her reaction, many fans said it felt like seeing grief happen in real time, honest, unscripted, and impossible to hide. Jack Osbourne, seated with his mother and sister, also appeared emotional, quietly supporting them through the tribute. The family stayed close, their body language reflecting how tightly they now hold on to one another. Since Ozzy's passing, the Osbournes have often spoken about leaning on family as a way to survive the absence he left behind. Social media reactions poured in almost immediately. Viewers expressed sympathy for Sharon and Kelly, noting how painful it must be to grieve while the world watches. Many praised them for having the strength to attend at all, saying their presence alone showed love, courage, and respect for Ozzy's legacy. Others remarked that seeing their heartbreak made the tribute feel more meaningful, less like a performance, and more like a shared moment of remembrance. The tribute also highlighted how deeply Ozzy was loved beyond the stage. Artists performing that night spoke of him as a mentor, an influence, and a symbol of creative freedom. But Sharon and Kelly's reactions reminded everyone that behind the legend was a family who experienced his kindness, humor, and vulnerability away from the spotlight. For Sharon, the night carried special weight. She had managed Ozzy's career, protected him through illness, addiction, and public scrutiny, and stood by him through decades of chaos and recovery. Watching his life honored so publicly was both a tribute and a reminder of everything she had lost. Her visible emotion resonated with many viewers who recognized the pain of losing a lifelong partner.
3 nominations tonight.
Got a little bit sentimental last night. My mum's here. I flew my mum and dad out from England. It'll be a wild ride, man. I can't believe it. Up for free, so we'll see.
Is this your mom's first Grammys?
This is my first Grammys, and my mum's, and my dad's, and my sister's.
Who are you most looking forward to meeting tonight?
To be honest, I'm excited. I can't wait to see the Ozzy tribute. I'm excited to see posts and see what they do with it. Shout out Ozzy Osbourne, like till death. I've got his cross in my pocket. He's here with me
Kelly's
right now.
grief,
So, yeah,
meanwhile,
right on.
reflected the complicated bond she shared with her father, one that had grown stronger over the years. She had often spoken about Ozzy's softer side, his love for family, and the way he supported her through her own struggles. Seeing him honored on such a massive stage seemed to bring pride and heartbreak at the same time. What made the moment especially powerful was its quiet honesty. There were no speeches from the family, no rehearsed reactions, no attempt to mask pain for the cameras. Instead, Sharon and Kelly allowed themselves to feel, and in doing so, reminded audiences that grief does not disappear just because time passes or tributes are beautiful.
Star-studded set honoring Osbourne